Hello everybody, welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, we're going to bust open some Brawl decks. We've done two so far. We have done the Corvold and we have done a Leela. So if y'all are looking for those unboxings to see what's in them, they're previously on the channel. You may have already watched them. But let's get to the Knight's Charge. Now, I have some super wild plans for this particular commander once I build that deck. I believe it, yeah, it's going to be, my trash can's overflowing. That's going to be a ton of fun. It really is. Of course, right now we're just doing the unboxing, so we got this spacer in there so that sleeved cards. What is this? Now, I've opened two others so far, and this wasn't in there. What? There's a please open this before playing. There's a magic pack. Now, I have no clue what this is. Nobody said anything about it. This Brawl deck includes a misprinted version of the Core Set 2020 Corpse Knight. Corpse Knight intended power and toughness is 2-2, but the copy included in this deck was mistakenly printed as 2-3. To ensure you have an accurate version to play with, we have included this corrected copy of Corpse Knight. We recommend that you remove the 2-3 version and replace it with this one. Now, we remember when this happened because at the 2020 pre-release, it was like the first printings of Corpse Knight was 2-3s, and it was, I'm guessing it was one of those last-minute changes that they thought it was too powerful or whatnot, but that's neat. It's neat that they dropped in a corrected copy because the deck itself was probably already sealed. And they were just like, oh, throw this in there. But that's different. So evidently, the Brawl decks were made like Brawl decks, pre-release kits, and I want to say bundles are all made off of like the very first print run. I think they do, and I've always had a theory about that particular print run, but anyway. Let's look at our commander for this Brawl deck. Now, y'all know Brawl is not my thing. I mean, it seems like a fun format, and I'm not opposed to playing, but all of my cards are going for a different purpose, a commander purpose. Now, Hero of Ashvale, Sir Gwyn. Red, white, black. I don't know what to name that. Is that Mardu? Yeah, I think so, maybe. Anyway, so we got 6 mana for a 5/5 Vigilant Menace. That seems good. A Knight. You and your Kniggets. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, you draw a card and lose a life. Okay. Continuing on with the Brawl theme of whenever you do something obvious, to have a reward. Equipment you control have Equip Knight 0. Y'all remember that sword or hammer of I kill you quickly? I can't remember the +10 or whatever. Whoa. Yeah, so you play with, Hammer of I Kill You Quickly and Shield of I Can't Die, and oh, wow, it's really good. Anyway, I have a lot of I have a very specific, different kind of plan for this particular commander. I think the deck is almost built, if I'm not mistaken. But let's look at what we have got. We have This is the second Brawl deck that's had the Mace of the Valiant in it, and you know, it didn't really sit that well with me the first time. It does. It is a charge counter thing, and that makes me want to do charge things. But to play it outside of that is going to be. It seems like if you're just overwhelming the board with creatures, you're winning anyway. You know. But it is a high number card at 314. At 315, we have Silverwing Squadron for 6 mana. Man, this better win me the game. Flying, Vigilance, Power and Toughness each equal the number of creatures you control. We've seen all that before. Whenever it attacks, create a number of 2/2 knights equal to the number of opponents you have. I think this card is very okay. Ember Skyblazer, 321. As long as it's your turn, it's got flying. Okay, 4 mana, 4/3. Flying when I want it to be. It's red, so you're not really worried about blocking anyway, right? Whenever it attacks, you can pay 3. If you do, your team gets +X, where X is the number of opponents you have. Now, that only triggers once, of course. But being able to give your team +3. But now, some of these abilities, these abilities do get worse as the game goes on, assuming you're one of the last 2 people playing. I don't know. I don't think that's a reason to not play a card. I know some folks do. But another high number card, number 328. Knight's Charge. Whenever a knight you control attacks, opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. For a whopping 8 mana, you can sacrifice this and, whoa, return all knight creature cards from your yard to play. That's cool. This seems like a card that people want for knight decks. You absolutely don't want it for any other deck. I don't know, maybe a weird changeling deck or something. Single Combat. Of course, from War of the Spark. Midnight Reaper. Knight of the Even Legion. We're just going to roll through these. Now, Icon of Ancestry is neat in here. You know, I mean, you choose knights, and then it's an anthem, and then response. Our Godless Shrine, putting shocks in Brawl decks. I know y'all, if you've watched the other 2, you've seen me mention something about a lot of Commander players feel jaded that they, showed Brawl decks all the love and not the Commander decks. But maybe this is just a new philosophy, and this is the first time we're seeing the new philosophy. Possible? Don't know. We'll have to wait till next year's Commander offerings to see see if that's so or not. I'd love for them to just drop a shock in every Commander deck from now on. Maybe that's what they're going to do. Maybe that's their new carrot. I don't know. Of course, one of the appropriate temples. Shining Armor, Venerable Knight, Bell the Brawl, Foulmar Knight, Order of Midnight. A lot of storybook cards in here. Smitten Swordmaster, Sir Conrad again. Crystal Slipper. I don't know about y'all, but Crystal Slipper, when I saw it the first time, I was like, Crystal Slipper? Really? So what's a card called Crystal Slipper doing? I went, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Shieldbreaker, Veteran, Steel Claw. And I don't know about you, but that looks like that's a lance right there. I wouldn't want to be on the on the wrong side of that lance. Twinnermore Commander, Fireborn Knight. The reason for the season, Arcane Signet. Y'all have heard me talk about this in the other 2 videos. A lot of people question its existence at all, and a lot of people say that, well, thanks Wizards, you've just taken Commander down to a 98 card format because everybody's already playing with Sol Ring, and now you've got to have an Arcane Signet, which is not true. You don't have to have the Arcane Signet. You don't have to have the Sol Ring. My personal philosophy is that Commander decks, each Commander wants a different thing. And even in the way you build them. There are, you know, an infinite number of ways you can build each commander. You can build, here, we're going to say Torbrand, since Torbrand is one of the ones I'm currently working on. There's so many ways to build Torbrand. You can go dwarves, you can go burn, you can go weenie creatures, you can go big creatures with activated abilities, you can go red enchantments. I mean, and each one of those styles wants a different thing. So the fact that, of course, I don't like to use the word staples. I don't think that there is such a thing that exists as an EDH staple, a commander staple. I just don't agree with that. So maybe I do. Maybe there are islands, plains, you know. But no, even then, I have got some decks that don't want basic lands. Every deck wants something different. I have decks that Sol Ring is useless. I have a deck that is all 1-drops. Well, hey, technically Sol Ring should be in there, but I can't use it because it's all 1 white mana cards. Anyway, that's another one of my rants on Arcane Signet. It's good. Yes, don't get me wrong. It is good. Right now, it is scarce. It is expensive. They will reprint it. Of course they will. They like money. And if they can just drop an Arcane Signet into something, it will probably be in every Commander deck henceforth. And every Brawl product henceforth. Now, we're probably only getting Brawl decks once a year. Probably in the fall. Maybe they'll do it for each set, but I doubt it. I think that would water down the market too much and people would lose, you know, I don't know. And if it's successful enough, maybe they're doing it at the fall block or at the fall set right now. I don't know. Time will tell. Anyway, Arcane Signet's a good card. It is worth the price of the deck. Just about, depending on what you pay for the deck. Ancestral Blade. Bond of Discipline. Obnyx's Cruelty. Mask of Immolation. D-Spark. Man, I can't get it. I don't think any of us can get enough D-Sparks, can we? It's a good card. Another copy of Mortify. That's nice. Skylight Legionnaire. The Incorrect Corpse Knight. Now, as we saw at the beginning of the video, they give us the corrected copy here. So, I don't know if, I'm guessing there was an intrinsic value to the 2-3 before this, but I don't know as few of these decks as there are. I don't know if the 2-3 is going to maintain a price. I don't know. All I know is it's a cool story. Sky Knight Vanguard. There it is. I'm glad they put that in there, because if they didn't, that really, really would have, you know, as a deck builder, it would have offended me. Hammer of I Kill You Quickly. Integrity, Intervention, Marauder's Axe. Is it just me, or was there not a lot of equipment in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plains. 1, 2, 3 swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mountains. Bloodfell Caves. Boros Guildgate. Command Tower with beautiful art. Evolving Wilds. Orzhov Guildgate. Rakdos Guildgate. Scoured Barrens. Tournament Grounds, of course. And a Windscarred Crag. And then we got, I'm guessing all of them just have the Planeswalker tip card. But that is what we have got for this one. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe or look around for the others. Like I said, I normally do the unboxings at release time. And this is, of course, release. Oh, we forgot to show this thing. Just in case you haven't seen the other videos. It's not new technology, but it's new that they're putting it in, you know, decks, because they don't put this in Commander decks. In Commander decks, what is there? Is there dice in that? Is there not anything? I can't even remember. I don't know, now that I think about it. But I bet we see this again. because it's card size. It's real easy to throw in a deck box, you know. I bet we see this particular thing again. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all let me know what you think. And hover around, see if you want to watch the other ones. And I will see y'all next time.